I'm back with another tutorial. I haven't got a script or anything. I haven't prepared at all. I just was like, let's do this. I'm gonna go through each of the iZombie levels today. I'm gonna turn the thing down a bit, I think. Just a little bit. Okay. Yeah. Let's see that. Okay. So iZombie. What we really want to focus on here is the football zombie, because that's your only fast zombie in this level. When you see this combination, it's not a good sign usually. However, in this it's actually okay, and it's actually pretty good. Because if the squash is in the second or the first column, or well, I don't know whether I should call this the third or the fourth or the second or the third and the first, but if it's in one of these two columns, it's fine, because you can just send one zombie and it will immediately be squashed. However, if it was Snow Pea here, squash here, that would be terrible, because you'd have to send a football zombie and it would get slowed down, and then you have to go send another one and it would get slowed down again because of a squash on the Snow Pea. That combo is terrible. So like for this example, this is also extremely bad, because if I just get some sun, you can see that it takes ages because the football zombie is slowed down. Also, important thing to know, it's great to put a normal zombie behind a football zombie when there's a Snow Pea on the way, because the football zombie has a bigger hitbox, and so it protects the normal zombie. It doesn't affect the zombie's speed, because a slowed down football and a normal speed zombie is about the same. However, it does mean that it will eat the plant faster. But as you can see, that took ages to do, because I had to send it twice and it got slowed down both times. So this is a good layout, because there's lots of sun at the front, the squashes are at the front, and the only thing kind of bad about this is the Snow Peas. You really want the Snow Peas at the front of, at the very front, so that you can just send two normal zombies, and it will just eat it straight away. You don't have to worry about it anymore. However, there does have to be a balance, because basically you want the sunflowers, the squash, and the Snow Pea all to be at the front, and that's impossible, because, I mean, there's just not enough space. But really you just want pea shooters at the back, completely. If there's one, basically, a good way to think about how many normal zombies you have to send on a row with just one pea with pea shooters in it, and just some flowers and pea shooters, is send one more zombie than there is pea shooters. The only time this doesn't work is, well, if there's one pea shooter at the very front. In that case, you only need one zombie, but it's fast to do two anyways. And also, if there's two pea shooters at the back here, in that case, there's a chance that 3 zombies will work, but it's like 50-50. It won't always work. Sometimes you'll need 4. That's basically all I have for this level. Let's play this level out. So, 2 zombies here. 2 zombies here. Football zombie and a normal zombie behind it to reinforce it. Let's put 2 here, because that will eat it extremely fast. Yeah. So that's how you do iZombie. iZombie 2 is very straightforward. Basically, you want 2 sunflowers at the front. If you only get 1 sunflower, reset. If you get a spikeweed, if you get 2 spikeweeds and a Snow Pea, reset on the same one. 2 spikeweeds and a Snow Pea. This top row will always be the same, no matter what. the way you play this is screen door and screen door on the 2 rows with sunflowers. If there's 3 rows, then just choose. And if there's a 3rd row of sunflowers, then you plant another screen door on the row with the sunflower at front. Then screen door on the row without a spike weed. Bucket head, screen door. And then you just reinforce it with more screen doors. So, example, I think this will probably be the slowest row. Maybe this one, so yeah, okay. You just keep on reinforcing. It's a very easy level. You just need to know that one thing and you're basically good. Bad thing about this level is that there's no fast zombies, so the fast zombie would be like an imp or a footballer or a ladder. Can you dig it? Now, the way I play Can You Dig It, it's not necessary. It's not like iZombie 2 where there's basically just one strat. But the way I play Can You Dig It is I just keep resetting until I get something like this. 2 sunflowers at the very front. If you get that, you're good, basically. The top row is always kind of similar. As you can see, there's a potato mine. There's a potato mine and a sunflower. Always there. Always on these 2. So this is a good layout, for example. So there's one pea shooter. Split paper. So we send 2 here, same as iZombie. Now this you need to send 2 if you get something like this. And then boom and boom. And now for rows like this, you send buckets, digger, and middle row bucket. Then you can reinforce. Obviously, I do it a little bit faster, but like I wanted to do instructive purposes. So, like, Totally Nuts is a very standard level, level 1, kind of like iZombie 2. This will usually be one of the last levels somebody chooses to do in the run, unless you're Warmac. So basically, this isn't a great layout. So yeah, this is fine. But every layout is basically fine if you. Okay, I'm getting unlucky here, but usually it's fine. Okay, so like this. If there's only 1 pea shooter, you just send 1 ladder. If there's 2 pea shooters, you send a ladder and a normal zombie. And then you send it in the fume shroom row. And then you just send 1. And then you send 2 ladders on the snow pea rows. And then you send an extra 1 in the fume shroom row. And then you reinforce accordingly. Dead Zeppelin. Dead Zeppelin's a really weird one. I honestly don't know what the best thing to do here, especially since in my splits it's in a weird place. It's like in the middle. So it's like, it's still hard, but I don't do it often enough. So I don't know everything about it. But this looks like a good layout to me. Because you have 3 sunflowers straight away. And you can send some to the very end. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you bungee. And send another zombie here. Yeah. I'm not amazing at this. This was... You might get tempted to use bungees on the sunflowers on this level, but it's very rarely worth it. Because it only gives you a net value of 75 sun. And it takes like 6 or 7 seconds for the bungee to, once you click on it, to steal the sun. So really, in this level, you need to focus on the footballers. This level, the screen doors. This level, probably the digger zombies or the normal zombies. Totally nuts, the ladder zombies. Dead zeppelin, the balloon zombies. You just need to make sure you have enough sun for them. Me Smash. So, Me Smash is an interesting one. Basically, you will always have a garlic in the front onto the second and the fourth row, and at least 3 sunflowers. So, I like to reset until I get sunflower here and here. Just behind the garlic on both rows. So this is good, for example. If you get a squash or a Snoopy at the end, I reset that. Or a kernel pool. Although, you can make the squash work if you send it like here and then wait a little bit and send it again. So yeah, you basically just play this out. If you get something like this and a Snoopy behind Torchwood, just send a bucket head, because it won't get slowed down. And you just keep playing this like normal. You use the vaulters. Use the vaulters. They are so important in levels like these. They are your only fast zombie. Okay. And now I'm going to send vaulters, because they're extremely fast, over the Snoopy. See how much I spent there. I should have probably put some in the top row, though. That was just me being dumb. I do want to show a cool strategy here. I'm gonna reset until I can get a layout I can show it with. This is a good layout. Well, it's not a good layout because of this and this. Like, it's actually rather terrible. I'm gonna actually reset for another. It's not. I could have used that, I think, but I could have. Okay, so here. Send a vaulter. I think this works. It might not work. I might look extremely dumb here. Send a vaulter. And then a gargantua. That did not work. Okay. Well, it's meant to work so that this basically just destroys the lane. It's gonna work here, though. If there's just a spike reed at the end and a squash in front, you could skip the whole lane by just spending 300 sun immediately. It also works if there's a kernel pool, although if it gets a butter, then you're done for. Let's see if it will work here. Yeah, this might work, actually. Okay. Let's just move on. I'm embarrassed now. Zombuggy. You need to focus on the pole vaulter here. Your pole vaulter is the biggest asset in this level. Zombuggy is, to me, probably the level that requires the most skill. Because you have to calculate a lot in your head. I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to explain this well. So basically, if you see a lane like this, where it's just sunflowers and Chomper, send one more zombie, then there is Chomper. Maybe 2 more, if you want to go a bit faster, but if it's the first lane you're sending zombies to, just do 1 more. Now, this lane is a very interesting one. I could send 3 or 2. You might think, why would I send 3? Because I'm going to send 2, and it's just going to blow up. Sorry, I'm going to send 3. 1's going to get eaten, and then 2 are going to blow up. Well, you'd be white. I was being dumb there because, yeah. Wait. Yeah, if this potato mine wasn't here, then let's get better. Let's see, a good one for instructional value. Oh, that would have been good. Is this good? Yes, this is. Okay, so I'm going to send 3 here. You might think I should only send 2, because if I send 3, 2 of them are going to get blown up. You'd be white. However, we can make use of the pole vaulter. It has to be timed well. And there, now you have 2 zombies, and they're going to eat through that chomper. You could have also just sent 2, let the potato mine explode, and then sent 2 pole vaulters. But that costs more sun, and I don't think it's fast. It might be, but that's just how you have to think when you're doing this level. Then there's obviously just send 2 here. And then, let's see here. I could send 1 zombie, a pole vaulter, and then wait for that to be like about finished, and then send this. And then I can send another pole vaulter. So you have to do a lot of calculations in your mind when you're doing this level, and it has to be very fast because this level should take like 50 seconds. If it's a very good level. So yeah, make sure you use the pole vaulter well. Yeah, if you haven't used a pole vaulter in the level, you're doing something wrong. You're like, and also, never use the bucket head in this level. There is no reason this bucket head should exist at all. This is a good thing to show. I think this. Yeah. Okay, so let me just get some sun here. I'm going to send 1, and then this, and this. Another thing you have to be careful for on this level is something like this. Okay, so I'm going to just let this eat. If you send a pole vaulter and it's in front of a potato mine and it's eating a chomper or a sunflower, do not send another zombie behind it, because it blows them both up. You have to be careful to look out for that. 3-hit wonder. This is a very tough level. You can see on my splits here, it's my 2nd level that I do. So, reset until you get a good layout. What is a good layout? Magnets need to be near the front. That's good. This is... This level's good. This layout's good, but I don't like that all this sun is behind walnuts. However, I can deal with it, because the magnets are in front and you can send a ladder zombie over. So let me just get some sun by doing this. And here's a good tip. Okay? However many columns back the pea shooter is, if there's just 1 pea shooter, send that amount of imps. So that this is 3 back. 1, 2, 3. So I send 3 imps. Yeah. There it is. Now, this, I don't actually need to calculate how long it is back because there's a potato mine in front of it, so I only need to do... Actually, I could probably get away with just doing 2 imps. Yeah. Because it doesn't actually need to eat the pea shooter either. This might backfire terribly. But I think this should work. Yeah, just about. Then, this is probably the most important zombie. Maybe imps are. It's either imps or the ladder zombie. You need to make sure you use the ladder zombie. And I will show you how the magnet range works. So, let's see, is this good? This is a good layout, but I'd accept this in a wound, although I don't like this magnet behind the walnut, so I'd have to bungee this magnet. But I don't think this is very good for instructional purposes. Okay. So, I'm going to show this. There's a walnut here, and a magnet here. And there's a magnet here. The way magnet range works is that if it's 4 above, 4 white, or left, but that doesn't really work. 4 white, 4 above, 4 down, it's out of range. So this will work. Basically, if it's 4 tiles out of range, it works. So, let's see if we get another good one to show. Here, yeah. This will be good. Okay. So, this is 4 tiles below. 4 tiles below. It shouldn't pick up this ladder. Yep. Here we go. Here's another good one. So I'm sending 3 because the magnet is 4 away. It's because the potato mine is 4 away. As a potato mine, you don't need to eat it. So, this is 3 to the white and 1 up. So I know, okay. 4 to the white. That's how this works, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, up. I'm seriously trying to get, but RNG is not being nice to me. Okay, here. It's 4 to the white. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four to the white again. Now I need to show 2 and 2. So that would be like here. Where these magnets are. Imagine if this is a magnet and this is a walnut. That would not work. So here. Let me... So this won't work. I don't know why, because it's still 4 tiles, but it just does not work for whatever reason. All your brains are belong to us. Now this is an interesting level. There's 3 things you have to be aware of here. The 3 Peter, the magnet, and the sum. So you want all of these 3 things to be able to win. And unlike our zombie, that's actually possible here because there's only 1 Peter, 1 Peter, and 1 magnet. There are some things that will always be the same in this level. So, the plants on each row, they will never go out of their rows. There will always be 2 sunflowers, 3 pea shooters, and 1 torch with them this way. There will always be a squash, 3 chompers, 2 sunflowers in this way. And then there's also other fixed positions. So, this and this are fixed. This will always be a tool nut, and this will always be a torchwood. If you get a layout, so like this is a perfect example. You have a magnet near the front and sun all at the front, but your three-peater is so far back. So what you do is you bungee it. You bungee the three-peater. Also, if the magnet is free back and there's a sunflower that you want to eat on the second row, here's a cool strat. Let the conehead start eating, then send a vaulter, then send another vaulter. You really want to focus on the vaulters again this time round. And I do want to show a cool strategy that it might take a while for me to get at the layout because it has to be in a very particular position. It's very rare. That does not work. That almost works. Okay, here. This is basically, if the magnet here is at the very bottom left, and this row is exactly like this, has to be exactly like this, then this isn't actually a good layout because there's not enough sun at the front. Because you kind of get screwed over a little bit by having to have these two sunflowers at the very back for this to work, but it's a cool strat nonetheless. I think I do have enough sun. Basically, the way it works is you send a digger in this row if the magnet is at the very back, two sunflowers at the back, and the row above it. And this can go all the way to the end of the line. So you don't have to worry about this anymore. Then you can bungee the magnet and just continue on with the rest of the level. Because this is usually one of the worst lanes. The bottom two lanes are usually the worst ones to deal with. Basically, how you deal with... Oh, wow, that was lucky. I can do it again if I really wanted to. Of course, you'd have to get some more sun to do it first. How you usually want to deal with bottom two lanes is, is send a bunch of vaulters and conehead at the very start. Then, once the magnet is gone, you send footballers. This middle row, the middle and the top row, you just deal with imps. Because there's no attacking power. The only attacking power is a three-peater, and once you deal with that, you can just send imps. So like this. This is a very good level. And you can also send bungees. If it gets bad. Like I said, it takes about 7 seconds from once you click on the bungee, on the target for the bungee to actually steal it. Let's actually just time that right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 seconds. I might count a little bit faster. But yeah. That's my iZombie tutorial. It might be a bit long. I might have not done anything too amazing here. But I want to show how I think, how you should deal with each iZombie level. Thanks for watching.